Summary of Goals. How to get everything you want, faster than you ever thought possible. By Brian Tracy. Have a good day. What a great time to live. The US has more millionaires than ever before. In 1900, only 5,000 Americans were millionaires. Today, a scant century later, the country has 5 million, almost all self-made. That will double or quadruple in the next 20 years, so perhaps your goal should be to become a self-made millionaire. This book will lay out, step by step, what you need to do to reach that goal. Look at author Brian Tracy. He dropped out of high school at 18, worked as a dishwasher, a car washer, and a floor washer. He drifted from job to job, sawmills, factories, farms, logging camps, construction. He slept in his car or found cheap flop-houses. He moved up the ladder to commission sales, door-to-door, office-to-office, cold calls. He worked all day to make a sale so he could pay the flophouse for a room that night. He was at the bottom. Then his life changed. What changed it? He wrote down a crazy goal, to make $1,000 a month in commissions. He never looked at the paper again, but just writing that goal turned his whole life around. Within a month, he discovered a new way to close sales. His company's new owner offered him $1,000 per month to run the sales force and teach the other salespeople his winning sales technique. Pretty soon, he was an in-demand sales manager, moving from job to job, up the sales management ladder, his pocket full of $20 bills. What was his secret? He taught his salespeople to write down their goals. Many of them became millionaires, some became multimillionaires. His life wasn't all smooth sailing. Tracy made fortunes and lost them, and started over more than once. Every time he had to start over, he would write out his goals. One year, he developed a system with a beginning, a middle, and an end. The system worked. At the beginning of that year, he lived in a furnished apartment, deep in debt, and drove a used car on which he was still making payments. But, by the end of that year, he had a condominium, a new Mercedes, no debt, and $50,000 in the bank. In 1981, he began to share his system in workshops and seminars, through audio tapes, videotapes, and books that reach hundreds of thousands of people worldwide. Potential. You have great potential. But you need to focus on clear goals. No matter where you start, know where you are going. You can get there. You are what you think, or you can be what you think. Change what you think about to change what you are. Failures talk about what they don't want. Winners talk about what they do want. Setting a clear goal helps even if you don't know precisely what to do to achieve it. If goals are so powerful and so important, why don't more people set them? The answer is surprisingly simple. They think, wrongly, that goals don't matter. They have no idea how to set a goal. They're afraid to fail or afraid of being rejected. Set clear, specific goals, not vague ones such as, be happy. You must really want to achieve them, or you won't. To set your goals, and realize your potential, answer these questions. 1. What do you really want? 2. What activities do you find most satisfying? 3. What would you change about your life? 4. What do you think about most, is it positive or negative? 5. What will you sacrifice for your goals? 6. What one step should you take now? Take control. Only you can change your life. No one else can do it. The greatest obstacle to success is negativity. Negative emotions, such as anger, inferiority, jealousy, envy, self-pity, and fear, tear you down. To eliminate negative emotions, take these steps. Accept setbacks as opportunities to do something besides make a case for anger, fear, resentment, or other negative emotions. Recognize that rationalization gets you nowhere. Live for reality, not for what you think others think. Acknowledge that you're the one responsible. Once you accept responsibility for your life, you can do something about it. You can make decisions and choices, and develop a strategy. You can grow. These steps will help. Examine yourself and single out the biggest negative. Why are you responsible? Tell yourself that your excuses are just excuses, and act like it. Recognize that you create your own life. What will you change? Forgive everyone who has ever done wrong things to you. Write your script. It's up to you to write the script of your future. Emulate leaders and think about the future. Leaders consistently know who they are, why they do, what they stand for. Try fantasizing, dream about your future. Who, what, where would you like to be in 5 years? Imagine you have no limits, no boundaries, nothing to stop you from doing anything you want or becoming whatever you choose. What would be the perfect job? The perfect financial picture? The perfect family? The perfect physical fitness level? How would you spend your time? This blue sky thinking is the key to changing your life for the better. Your values determine you. Everyone has 5 levels of personality. 1. Values. 2. Beliefs derive from values. 3. Attitude derives from beliefs. 4. Expectations derive from attitude. 5. Actions derive from expectations. People are only really happy when they are consistent. When your actions don't align with your values, you are being inconsistent, which will make you feel uncomfortable and unhappy. How do you know when you aren't living consistently, with integrity to your values? Your gut instinct, your actions under pressure, and your track record will tell you. Pay attention to them. Know your values. To know yourself better, answer these questions. List from 3 to 5 of your most important values. What do they mean? Think of the people who really know you. What do they know you to be? What values guide your relationships? Your finances? What would you be if anything was possible? What would you like your obituary to say? What one thing can you change, today, to be consistent with your values? Setting goals. To set your goals, ask what you want most in life. No matter how fantastic, write it down in a general sense. Now, move from the general to the specific. Write down 3 goals for your career, your finances, your health or fitness, and your family relationships and other important relationships. Now, write 3 problems or concerns. Next, write solutions for each. Keep it simple. Ask yourself, what would I do if I learned I would die in 6 months? What would I do if I suddenly won $1 million? What would I do if I had no fear? What do I enjoy most? Start with a relatively easy goal. To be useful, each goal must have these characteristics. You have to want it, really want it. It has to be so clear a child could grasp it. It should be precise and measurable. It must be credible and doable. It must be complementary, not contradictory. Short-term goals should be realistic. Don't say you want to be a millionaire in a month if you're broke, unemployed and sick. Outrageous goals don't motivate, and, when you fail to achieve them, they just confirm your negativity. Use goals to build yourself up, not knock yourself down. Take these action steps. List 10 goals. Pick 1. Write down how you'll monitor your progress toward this goal. List everything you can do to achieve the goal, do one thing now. Decide what price you will have to pay and start making payments. Conclusion. Goal setting is the most important part of your improvement program. But you need to recognize the power of what you believe. You must be positive. You're a lot better than you think. Don't worry about what people may have said about your intelligence, your ability to learn, or anything else. Be positive. Negative beliefs trap you in underperformance. You are in charge of what you choose to believe. So choose to think better of yourself. Act like you are what you want to be. Actions create belief. Dress the part, walk the walk, talk the talk, then you'll believe you are the kind of person who dresses and walks and talks that way. Be an optimist. Always look on the bright side. Begin your program of improvement, and follow it step by step. Look at where you are now, compared to where you want to be. What steps do you need to take? Write them down, take them one day at a time, day after day. Keep track of your progress. Expect to fail, because failures always happen. But begin again, and again, and again. Don't give up. As you work toward your initial goal, pick your friends with care. Keep company with people who share and reinforce your goals. Be flexible, but take some action every day toward your goal. Keep track, every day, of your progress. Never lose sight of your goal. Eventually, you'll achieve it.